Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Helen Liao. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the show today, Tzu Chi volunteers across the United States are celebrating the Chinese New Year with members of their community. In Malaysia, Tzu Chi volunteers are holding 3 performances of the Purification, Great Love and Innermost Meaning Sutra musical. And we go to Nantou County in Taiwan to meet an elementary school principal who has been helping Bunong children discover their dreams. In the United States, Chinese New Year celebrations continue to bring cheers to community members in different parts of the country. In California, at the Tzu Chi headquarters, a reunion banquet was held for the local community. First, we go to Texas, where Tzu Chi volunteers visited a senior home to entertain the residents.
Here in the United States, a 90 and an 80-year-old senior sing a song during the Lunar New Year celebration. Tzu Chi volunteers visited these seniors, planning activities to entertain them.
A good intention not put into action will not achieve any results, so just having a good heart is not enough. You have to put it into action.
When a gentleman has an aspiration, he strives for it, while a cat's aspiration constantly changes.
An 80-year-old volunteer also shares a sword and fan dance routine specifically on behalf of a senior who suffers from cancer.
She called me to tell me Tzu Chi volunteers will be visiting on Tuesday and that she will be performing something in my honor, and made sure I was going to attend. I said, if you're coming to perform for me, then I will come down to see it.
At the conclusion of the event, volunteers pass out blessings and wisdom red envelopes, wishing these seniors a happy new year. Meanwhile, in San Dimas, California, a reunion banquet was held with the members of the local community. In attendance was a couple from San Diego who traveled far to join in the celebration.
How she sang, it entered from her heart into mine, and I was able to sing the words that I had never sung before, and it was a beautiful feeling, a true feeling that just makes you want to spread it everywhere.
Also celebrating the Lunar New Year were these Tzu Chi volunteers in Atlanta, Georgia. Taking the opportunity to participate in a spring carnival, the volunteers set up a booth to offer vegetarian dishes as a way to spread Tzu Chi's message. In the year ahead, no matter where Tzu Chi volunteers are located, they will continue to bring love and care to those around them.
Also celebrating the Lunar New Year, in Canada, Tzu Chi volunteers in Vancouver held a series of fun and educational activities to celebrate the holiday, while in Burnaby, volunteers visited the elderly to help them pass the New Year's with their extended Tzu Chi family.
Here in Vancouver, over 100 Tzu Chi volunteers have gathered to celebrate the Lunar New Year, complete with a lion dance, games, and the handing out of red envelopes. With riddles, games, and recitations of Jin's aphorisms, the gathering was one of not only fun, but also of cultivation. While in Burnaby, volunteers visited the elderly, bringing with them the spirit of the holidays.
This is on behalf of my parents. This is to bless my husband. This is to bless all the bodhisattvas that care for me.
Every day, this 89-year-old grandmother deposits 3 coins on behalf of those dear to her, while this 93-year-old grandmother shows her appreciation by knitting handmade scarves for the volunteers.
I want to thank Grandma Xie for giving me the scarf. It keeps me so warm. I pray that all the brothers and sisters will enjoy health and happiness in the new year, and that we have the chance to see each other often. Thank you so much.
Together with Tzu Chi, these seniors can enjoy a new year full of love and closeness of family.
To help the flood survivors in Queensland, Tzu Chi volunteers in Perth, Australia held various events to inspire locals to help those in greater need. Meanwhile, during the Chinese New Year Cultural Festival, Tzu Chi volunteers walk around the Chinatown to raise funds for the flood survivors.
In Chinatown here in Perth, Australia, the sounds and smells of Lunar New Year are in the air.
Happy New Year. Thank you very much.
Upon seeing Tzu Chi volunteers help fundraise for the flood victims in Queensland, many residents volunteered to take part.
Thank you so much.
People are eager to donate their spare coins to help the flood victims. Seeing their kindness, I feel very touched. I hope that everyone can work to help the flood survivors in Queensland.
At the free clinic, Chinese medicine doctors also help at Tzu Chi's fundraising event.
It's good to be involved in this charity. I help patients alleviate their pain and they donate some coins to people in need.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks to Tzu Chi, the cycle of kindness encourages more to do good. Tzu Chi also provides a free haircut service with 7 hairstylists taking part.
I came to Australia to be a hairstylist. I didn't expect that I would use this skill to help other people. I feel really happy to be part of it.
I am a Taiwanese and my aunt is a Tzu Chi volunteer back in Taiwan. I have taken part in Tzu Chi's events before. Now that I know Tzu Chi needs help here in Australia, I have come here to join.
Those coming for a haircut are all inspired to donate. As well, many also bring their filled bamboo coin banks as their personal donation for the year.
Recently, to celebrate the Lunar New Year, Tzu Chi's Malaysia chapter held 3 performances of the Purification, Great Love and Innumerable Meaning Sutra musical. This time, the musical is performed by 1,690 volunteers.
In just one day, 3 performances of the Purification, Great Love, Innumerable Meaning sign language musical were held for a total of 30,000 audience members. The last time this musical was performed here in Penang, Malaysia was 3 years ago. This time, 1,690 onstage volunteers took part to bring the musical to life, which included a sign language performance, pantomime skits, and drumming. DaAi TV news anchor Chen Zhuqi returned to Malaysia to host the Dharma-filled event.
My first feeling is it's like coming home. To me, Malaysia is a very familiar place, and although I did not participate in the musical, standing up there on stage as the host of the event, however, feels very similar to performing in the Sutra musical. I have learned so much from the onstage performers.
Dialysis patients from different ethnic backgrounds also joined Tzu Chi volunteers on stage to show their appreciation.
I'm very glad that I can participate in the sign language performance. It's my way of expressing my gratitude towards Tzu Chi and those who donated their money to Tzu Chi, because without them, we would not be able to continue to live our lives.
The host of the event leads everyone in lighting the Wisdom Heart Lamp, which symbolizes the light that the director of Malaysia Tzu Chi chapter received directly from Master Zheng Yan.
We are grateful for Master Zheng Yan's leadership in guiding us Malaysia Tzu Chi volunteers, so that every day we learn how to give, and also for providing us with a grand opportunity to learn how to act as bodhisattvas on this earth.
I think the lighting of the candles I like very much. Yeah, it's one fire and it goes through the whole pizza and everybody shares the same. It's really beautiful.
I will try to contribute to society because I think that a lot of needy people outside that need our support. So we must try our best to help the others.
As the event comes to an end, many hearts were awakened as audience members hope to spread the message learned here today to inspire others.
Also taking part in the musical is 9-year-old Li Hongqi, who has been inspired those around her to go meatless. In spite of her young age, Li bravely went on stage to encourage those in the audience to go vegetarian. Meanwhile, at home, Hongqi has a vegetarian film book in which she keeps track of those that promise to go meatless. This is 9-year-old Li Hongqi, a graduate from Tzu Chi Kindergarten in Malaysia. Although graduated, she continues to encourage others to go meatless. This is her vegetarian film book, and inside, Hongqi records the names of those who have promised to go vegetarian.
Tell a person that it's okay if they don't want to become a vegetarian. She will always encourage others to go meatless. She will talk to the person until they agree to go meatless for at least one meal.
Hongqi doesn't want to listen because someone rejected her.
I don't want to give up because I want to save more animals on this planet. If the person says they don't want to become a vegetarian, I will ask them to embrace a meatless diet for a week, a month, 2 years, 5 years, however long it takes until they agree to become a vegetarian. I'm not afraid of asking them because it is the right thing to do.
Other than those names listed in her film book, Li Hongqi also inspired her family's housemate Surya Hartati to go meatless. In order to encourage Surya Hartati to make the change, Hongqi showed her a clip of an animal being slaughtered.
I feel bad for the animals because they have lives too. We want to live freely, right? Now I eat a lot of vegetables and don't want to eat fish anymore.
To remind those in her vegetarian film book to keep up on their promises from time to time, Hongqi will check up on them. Among those in her list is Liu Yusheng, a graduate from Tzu Chi College of Technology, who still keeps his promise to Hongqi.
I promised Hongqi to become a vegetarian, so if a dish has meat, I will just eat the vegetables around it, or take out the meat and give it to others. I will eat more rice, so I will be full and won't have the urge to eat meat.
At the Purification, Great Love and Innumerable Meaning Sutra musical, Li Hongqi bravely goes on stage to encourage those in the audience to go meatless.
Hello, aunts and uncles. Let's all become vegetarian to protect the animals, the planet, and our health.
I think I need to learn from her and not be afraid of sharing the right concepts with others.
Before, I went meatless once a week, but as time went by, I forgot about it. Hongqi reminded me to keep up with the vow that I had made for her.
Thanks to Hongqi, many more in the audience have been inspired to become a vegetarian. In Taiwan, yesterday marks an end to the Chinese New Year holidays and the return to school for students. However, students at the Tzu Chi Elementary School in Hualien ended their vacation a day early as they gathered at school to carry out a rehearsal of their performance of the Sutra of Profound Gratitude to parents.
At the final dress rehearsal, students here at the Tzu Chi Elementary School in Hualien hit every note and get every movement just right.
I have practiced a lot. I hope to make people happy at the Jingsi Hall.
Altogether, 106 students came together on this day before the start of the new semester to put the finishing touches on what has been months of hard practice for their upcoming performance of the Sutra of Profound Gratitude to Parents in March.
I like it here. I feel that everyone is working together to get the movements just right. It is a good feeling.
Hoping to clearly transmit the profound message of the sutra to their audience, every one of the children has put in hours of practice before and after school and even during their winter break.
In the morning, they maybe will practice one movement 5 to 10 times. They are very hardworking. Sometimes they get tired and frustrated, but their diligence sees them through. They all want to get the movements down right. They all have a great attitude when it comes to learning.
Despite their long practice on Sunday, there were no complaints as the children strive to get every word and every action just right. They know that when it comes time to perform for an audience, their hard work will have all been worth it.
Today, we take you to Nantou County, Xingyi Township, and meet an elementary school principal, Peter Ma, to see how he has encouraged the Bunong children to discover their own talents and how he has led the children onto the world stage.
Having traveled many hours by bus, the choristers of Fox Nativa Choir finally arrive in Taipei. On this day, the choir will be performing for their long-term sponsors. The purest form of singing sounds harmonious and angelic. First-place winners at many competitions, having had 4 performances at the National Concert Hall and made an appearance at the Shanghai World Expo in 2010, the internationally renowned Fox Nativa Choir comes from the heart of the Jade Mountain. The cherry blossoms paint the most beautiful scenery at Nantou's lowland tribe each spring. Situated some 1,600 meters above sea level, students still arrive at Lerner Elementary on the weekend to attend a talent class. But before the start of the class, students first have to train their lung capacity.
1、2、3。
Inside this classroom are some 100 choristers from the 11 Bunong villages of Xingyi Township. Each face is focused on the conductor, whose face and gestures show great exaggeration as he conducts. This silver-haired man in his 50s is Peter Ma, the choir leader and conductor of the Fox Nativa Choir. However, he is also an elementary school principal. Over the past 18 years, Principal Ma has led choirs at local schools, teaching children how to sing.
There are 2 things which we must provide for Aboriginal children through their childhood. The first is creating opportunities, and the second is building their self-confidence. I've given this a lot of thought, how to help these children discover their own confidence and create opportunities. Having choir rehearsals is not my ultimate goal, it's just an approach. My ultimate goal is to provide our children with more opportunities to learn.
With Principal Ma's reassignment, the choir which he led at his former school also disbanded. In 2008, Ma decided to establish a music school where he can continue to teach children how to sing during weekends or over their winter and summer vacations. However, this school established outside of the system raised voices of doubt within his tribe.
I received a lot of criticism from many people. They called into question my purpose and motives for establishing this school.
Undefeated by rumors and gossip, Principal Ma pressed forward towards his goal, believing it was the only way for the children to discover their hidden talents. A graduate of a physical education department, Peter Ma can only follow simple musical scores, yet he has the ability to lead his choir onto world stages.
If you search for Peter Ma on the internet, you will find a lot of honors in his name, but he doesn't drown in fame. For him, 3 seconds is long enough to bask in success. Then it's back to focusing on the important things.
Committed to his aspirations, Principal Ma deeply feels that, thanks to the affirmation and applause, the children have found self-confidence.
I feel like a superstar.
It's those musical instruments which I have never seen before that really excites me.
Principal Ma later discovered that, hidden beneath those angelic and tender faces lies a sad tale. Such is the case with the Wu sisters, whose father is deceased and their mother has left home, leaving their grandmother as their only pillar of support. Hence, Principal Ma decided to adopt the sister pair.
These 2 children possess a lot of potential. Without a good environment and opportunities, it would be unfortunate.
Principal Ma not only gives children hope and a childhood filled with song, but also allows these children of the mountains to weave their own dreams. What are the dreams of these Bunong children? They dream that one day they'll too become a shining star.
In Taiwan, on the last day of the Chinese New Year holidays, more than 200 Banqiao Tzu Chi volunteers visited local residents and shop owners with candies and blessing ornaments as they spread one more time the blessings and joy of the Lunar New Year in their community.
This is a compost bin and it makes sounds when we hit it. We don't have to borrow gongs or drums.
The Chinese New Year couplets and props for the line dance are all made of recycled materials. To celebrate the last day of the Lunar New Year holiday, the Banqiao Tzu Chi volunteers even came up with their own slogans.
We hope to bring good fortune and holiday cheer to everyone by visiting shops door to door.
We started off at the houses of our Tzu Chi brothers and sisters.
As many police had to work throughout the Lunar New Year, Tzu Chi volunteers also visited the local police station, hoping to bring some holiday cheer to these hardworking officers.
We like to feel the festive atmosphere of the Lunar New Year too. It's a holiday, but as police, we still have to work and serve.
Upon seeing the Tzu Chi volunteers and God of Wealth, shop owners and local residents alike all break into smiles.
Yes, this is good fortune, a good sign for the new year. Thank you.
As the Lunar New Year holiday comes to an end, Tzu Chi volunteers seize the opportunity to encourage everyone to go meatless, practice recycling, and most importantly, to think good thoughts in the year ahead. Overseas, the rocket stove is known for its fuel efficiencies and cost effectiveness. To promote its use in Taiwan, assistant professor at Tzu Chi University, Chiu Yi-ru, led his students in an experiment to try to build their own rocket stove from recyclables.
A fire blazes forth from a rocket stove, which is constructed from bricks.
Yeah, that's it.
Taking the advantage of what is called the stack effect, the burning leaves and woods are efficiently combusted.
The rocket stove has higher combustion efficiency. After typhoons hit, there are many branches and leaves that have been blown down, all of which we can use as the fuel for the rocket stove.
A commercial rocket stove costs about $600 overseas. However, it is easy to build one by oneself.
Tzu Chi volunteers collect many recyclables which we can use to make a rocket stove. As long as we grasp its principle of design, we will get good results.
Made from easily accessible materials, everyone can make their own rocket stoves, thus achieving eco-friendliness and energy efficiency in their daily lives.
We stay in Taiwan at the end of the show, where Tzu Chi Humanitarian Center held a New Year's blessing ceremony and was joined by more than 200 staff members. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.